Hello everyone, my name is Ms. Disha Udani and let's continue with our subject impression management. In today's lecture, we'll study characteristics of personality. In last lecture, we understood what is personality in detail. We saw some definitions of personality. So today, let's discuss the characteristics of personality. Okay. Number one, personality is something which is unique to each individual. Okay, personality is something that is unique to everyone. Okay, everyone has their own personality. You cannot say these two people are exactly same. Everyone has different personality. There would be 99, some people may have 99% of similarity, personality same, but there will always be 1% or 0.5% or 0.01% difference between both of them, because they have grown up in different environment. They have got different experiences. The way they react to their experiences is different. The way they think is different, and all this affect your personality, and your personality differs from person to person. Okay, personality refers to an internal as well as external qualities, some of which are quite general, but it is unique to each individual. It is not possible for a person to reproduce or imitate the qualities of personality of another person. You may be able to act like somebody, but you cannot become somebody. Okay, you are yourself, and you should never compromise to that. Is a one of the greatest thing for yourself. Okay, never compromise for who you are. Do not try to be someone else. Okay, be yourself. Whenever you're true to yourself, when you be yourself, that is when you're going to shine. Okay, so personality is what is individually different with everyone. Okay, everyone has a unique personality. Everyone differs in personality because there are different experiences people have, because they are hereditary, because the environment are different. Like yesterday's example we took of twin sisters. Both sisters have different personalities. Why? Because their reaction to situations is different, because their experiences, even though experiences and environment was same, the way they reacted to that was different. The choices they make are different. The opinions they have are different. That is how, or that is why personality differs from person to person. Okay, next is personality refers particularly to persistent qualities of an individual. Every individual has a certain feeling as well as other permanent traits and qualities. Personality is mainly composed of persistent or permanent qualities that exhibit themselves in form of social behavior and attempt to make an adjustment with the environment. Okay, in personality, everyone has a personality. Some traits or some qualities are temporary, and many qualities are permanent. Okay, many qualities are permanent means what? When a person is kind, the person remains kind almost throughout his life. Okay, there are some qualities that remain continuously persistent, because you have been through that situation, you have been through that environment, that makes a very strong impression on you, and that is why it permanently changes you to become kind, to become soft, to become humble. Okay, some qualities of the personality are permanent, and while some are temporary. Okay, like in school, from school to college to job to retirement, when you see these steps, you find your personality changing every time a little bit. Okay, but there are some qualities that always remain same. Okay, like a person is talkative. When from childhood, if a person is talkative, almost whole life that person remains talkative. It is almost for everyone. It is not compulsory that everyone is going to be same. Okay, when some situation, when some environment impacts you very deeply, very hardly, only and only then your permanent qualities change. Okay, so every person has some permanent qualities and some temporary qualities in their personality. Next, personality represents a dynamic orientation of an organism into the environment. Personality represents the process of learning. It takes place in reference to the environment. We do not acquire all traits of personality at once. Okay, so what is given here? You gain personality slowly. It is not a one time process. Okay, you are in your school, when you are in your playgroup, you have been only at your home, so you have different trait of personality, different characters, different things in your personality. When you go to school, you get a different environment, and then you keep learning from that environment. From playgroup you get to junior kg and senior kg. At that time your personality again changes. You go to school, first, second, third year, fourth standard. There your personality starts growing and growing. The personality is not one time growth. Okay, It grows slowly, it grows with the environment. When the environment changes, your personality is bound to change. Okay, so it is dynamic oriented of an organism to the environment. Okay, according to environment, your personality is bound to change, and that change doesn't come quickly. That change comes slowly. That change comes consciously or subconsciously. Okay, next is personality is greatly influenced by social interactions. Personality is greatly influenced by social interactions mean what? With how many people you interact, with what things you interact, that is going to alter your personality. Okay, what TV shows you watch, what kind of people you meet, what kind of interviews you watch, what kind of news you read, what kind of environment you have, what kind of interactions you have, be it social, be it with human beings, be it with animals, or be it with some kind of knowledge and information. Okay, wherever there is an interaction, you are bound to change in your personality. Okay, personality, even though some parts are permanent in yourself, but they keep growing according to the interactions that happen in the society. You are means let's take an example of going to school. Okay, when first a kid is in when there's a first baby, he or she has an environment of home only. Okay, so when that person goes to school, the social interactions changes. You not only interact with your family, but you also interact with the school teachers, the school peons, the school clerk. Okay, these all teachers you interact with, so it is bound, so your personality changes according to it. You get new friends over there, so that is why your personality is going to change. Personality is not an individual quality, it is a result of social interaction. In other words, it means that when we come in contact with other members of the society, we acquire certain qualities while we exhibit certain others. All this come to form personality. Okay, so we get influenced by someone else also, and we influence someone else also. Okay, we do not just take their traits, we also give some traits to them. Okay, like you're a soft spoken person. Okay, so that is bound to affect someone else that you're interacting with. Okay, and that is bound to change or have an effect on their personality of being a little bit soft speaking person. Okay, next is personality represents a unique organization of persistent dynamic and social predisposition. In personality, various qualities are not put together, they are in fact integrated into one. This integration is nothing but a result of organization which may be different from a man to man. The behavior of person directed to one particular individual may differ from behavior of another person. That is why people put the condition of a suitable environment. This suitability is concerned with individual specificity. Okay, so what it is given over here, in personality there are various qualities put together. Okay, there you have various different qualities and they together form your personality. Okay, this integration is nothing but the result of organization which may be different from man to man. So in what environment you live, in what social group you live, that is bound to change your personality. Okay, every person has a different kind of group. Okay, no person has same groups. Okay, even though your groups are going to be same, but your reaction to those groups are going to be different. Okay, the behavior of a person directed to one particular individual may differ from person of behavior of another person. Okay, means you with some people you talk softly, with some people you talk harshly. This differs from person to person, and your social predisposition also changes. Okay, means with some people you are very soft, with some people you are very hard. Like employee is soft with his boss and harsh with his assistant, you can say. Okay, so personality changes from person to person. With whom you meet, your personality changes. Okay, in front of a boss you are soft speaking, kind, and listening person. Okay, but in front of your assistant you are rude, you are harsh, and you just like to throw orders on them. Okay, so these are complete two different characteristics of personality we see when the climate changes or when the person in front of you is going to change. Okay, so personality, even though you have all those qualities together, but for some people you exhibit some qualities and for some people you exhibit some qualities. Okay, next is consistency. This is generally a recognizable order and regularity to behavior. Essentially, people act in the same way or similar ways in a variety of situations. In this consistency, means what, there are some traits that are not going to change even though the situation changes. Okay, even though you are in school, you are in college, you are in house, there are some qualities of you that are never going to change. They are going to remain constantly similar, only constantly same. Like, you are an extrovert or you are an introvert person. Let's take an example of introvert. What do you mean by introvert? A person who is shy and doesn't like to interact very much. Okay, so if you are an introvert person, it is going to be consistently shown. Okay, in every environment you go, you will have your interviews, you will always be introvert. Okay, you will talk only when needed, you will listen mostly, you will not like to start a conversation first. Okay, these are some qualities in your personality that are always going to remain same. Okay, next is psychological and physiological. Okay, psychological means what, related to mind, related to your mental health. Okay, and physiology means what, related to your body. Okay, personality is a psychological construct, but research suggests that it also influenced by biological processes and needs. Okay, so personality is mostly psychological. Means what, personality is psychological? A person is sweet talking, a person is kind hearted. When you say these words, what are you saying? The mind structure. How is the mind structure? Do you say that with their body? When you see body of particular person, you say, oh, he or she has muscles, or he or she is short in height, or he or she is very tall. So what are we speaking over here? We are talking about body structure. But personality is not the body structure. Personality is the mind structure of a person. It is complete social psychological construct. Okay, a person is sweet, a person is kind, a person is rude. That is how your mind is. Okay, so psychology is personality is psychological construct, but it is affected by your physical behavior, physical also. It is all affected by your body structure, it is affected by your biological processes also. Your DNA affects your personality. Very true, because there are things that come from your parents. There are hereditary things that come into your personality from your parents. Another thing, your body construct. If you are a short heighted person, then you'll always be like curious, or you'll always be conscious about your height, and that affects your personality. Okay, if you are, say, a little fat person, that is going to affect your personality, because you yourself see as a fat person, you see that as a negative thing about your person, and that is bound to affect your personality, and that can make you shy or introverted kind of a person. Okay, next is, it impacts the behavior and actions. Personality does not just influence how we move and respond to our environment, it also causes us to act in certain way. Okay, personality makes you behave in the way you behave. Okay, your personality is cool, so what is going to be, you will react to every situation very calmly, you will react to every situation very calmly, very coolly. Okay, so personality just does not influence the moments we take, but also it is the reason why we take those actions. Okay, it is the reason why we behave in a certain way. Okay, when a person is introverted, okay, let's say a person is introverted, means what, he or she is shy, he or she does not like to speak, he or she speaks only and only when it is extremely necessary. So let's take a kid who is introverted, and teacher is scolding him or her for not doing her homework, okay, so what is she going to do? She is going to stand quietly and hear all the scoldings, and then just go and sit on her bench. Okay, so what is here, your personality is impacting your behavior and actions. Here you are not explaining teacher why you did not do your homework, or why you failed to do your homework. Okay, you just listen and you just quietly sit, you do not argue with teacher, you do not say anything to the teacher. Okay, so what is your personality is going to affect your behavior and actions. Last is multiple expressions. Personality is displayed in more than just behavior. It can also be seen in our thoughts, feelings, close relationships, and other social interactions. Okay, what is given over here? Multiple expression. Multiple expression means what? Personality can be seen through many ways. Okay, how a person is talking or how a person is standing, not just that, but also what are the feelings of that person, what are thoughts of that person, how close a person is to somebody, or any social interactions that person has shows their personality. Okay, let's study this point deeply. So multiple expression means, first one is given here, behavior means what? How you talk, how you sit, how you communicate. Okay, this behavior means what? When you interact with somebody, how you respond to those things not only shows how your personality is, but what are your thoughts, what are your feelings. Okay, let's take an example. You have interest in writing some kind of poetry. Okay, so what kind of poetry you write shows or reflects what kind of personality you may have. Okay, it's not always true that your personality is exactly what you write, but what kind of styles you choose for writing. Do you choose fiction? Do you use love? Do you use hatred? Do you use patriotism? What kind of genres you use for writing poetry is going to show or reflect your personality. What kind of words you use during writing a poetry is going to reflect what kind of personality you may have. Okay, other things like feelings, what you feel. If something happens, how is your reaction, how do you emotionally feel, it shows also your personality. Okay, let's take example. You see a hurt dog on the road. Okay, a dog is hit by a vehicle and he is critically hurt. Then what is your reaction shows what kind of person you are. If you feel bad, okay, then you are a good person. If you feel very bad and you take that poor dog to the vet or the animal doctor, then you are a very kind hearted person and you are a very sensitive person. Or if you just ignore it and you'll say, yeah, the people will see that, then they show that you are a little stone hearted person, or you are not really interested in that kind of thing, and that reflects what kind of personality you have. Okay, so these social interactions, close relations, feelings, thoughts, behavior show what kind of personality you have. These all reflect what kind of personality you may have. Okay, this was all for today's lecture. In next lecture we'll continue ahead. Okay, thank you.